And I believe at a core basis, spacing is the most critical aspect of the modern game. Not just shooting, but spacing. Being able to pull defenses out, stretching them out as far as humanly possible. And we've seen from a lot of the principles that Miami Heat have run, basically their whole entire offensive system is based on this idea of spacing. It's based on the idea that with enough space, any player is unstoppable in a one-on-one situation. And that is like what underlies it. If we can have enough space, you cannot guard one-on-one. What guys like LaMelo Ball do, and I say guys like, there's not really guys like that, what they do with their ability to shoot on step backs, on deep threes, off of the dribble, all of these variety of ways they can shoot 3-point shots that create the desperation, a need for defenses to close out to them, or they're going to penalize you with 3 points on a possession. That creates space. It creates space. And with space, it makes every single player on the court better. When we see guys like Moussa Diabate, Ryan Kalkbrenner, like you mentioned, Miles Bridges on rolls, even Tidjane Salaam on rolls, these guys are all made extremely more effective by the amount of space that they have, given the threat that they have from their big three from a shooting capacity. It's not just volume, although the volume is completely insane. The three of them combine, I don't even have it in front of me, but I know that they average nearly 30 threes per 75 possessions just among three different players, which is completely outrageous for a three-headed monster of starters on a team. That's like unbelievable. But it's also in terms of their shooting talent. They're all three are 90th plus percentile in the NBA. Deep 3-point shooting talent, I believe all three are 90th percentile plus in the NBA. So we're talking about volume. We're talking about depth. We're talking about the ability to, as you mentioned, a great data point, step back with high accuracy. You cannot guard that. That is going to make every single player on your team better. And it really doesn't matter how good they are. It's going to make them even more of a threat when you have that threat from deep 3-point or from 3-point shooting range, and especially deep 3-point shooting range. LaMelo Ball is unique in this way because not only does he have that threat of he can make shots from anywhere on the court, he is going to shoot shots from anywhere on the court. I think I want to do a little bit of a tangent, and then I want to throw it back to you because I don't want to ramble too long. When we talk about LaMelo, I think that his just lack of like a conscience is critical to his effectiveness. The fact that all teams know, all players know, all opposing coaches know that this guy will take these shots from anywhere at any point. It doesn't matter if he's 0 for 15 or he's having a terrible day or whatever it is, he's going to shoot the next one. And there's a very high likelihood that he makes it given his 3-point shooting talent that we know is elite. You have to respect his shooting. And then what he does is he punishes you by being one of, I would say, top 3 passers easily in the NBA. That combination, obviously we've seen, Steph Curry and having elite deep 3-point shooting off the bounce, obviously a better 3-point shooter than LaMelo. LaMelo is a much better passer than Steph Curry. And so his ability to punish teams for the way that they defend him is unlike anybody else in the NBA, maybe aside from a Luka Doncic, who has a lot of these traits as well. And you add in Kon Knueppel, you add in Brandon Miller, these two guys, 2 of the best 3-point shooters in the league. Kon Knueppel already probably a top 5 3-point shooter in the league, given like the variety of ways that he shoots, his volume, all of these things that we've talked about. It makes these three just completely unguardable. You give them defenders around them. And I mean, we can talk a little bit about Miles Bridges, who isn't the best fit, but has played extremely well. You give them defenders around them, you give them rollers. This is going to be a team that's really impossible to game plan for and to stop if they're all three healthy and all three playing with continuity across the season, which we're hopefully starting to see.